It's Christine Wilson and Safira Galoob, and you'll thank us later. Tune in every week and hang out with us because we're a lot of fun.
And no topics off the record, we decided. We are open to talking about everything together with a bit of a sense of humor, a lot of self-forgiveness, a lot of grace, and always being wiser on the other end. Bring it on, girls and boys.
You know what? You'll thank me later that I'm telling you about this. You'll thank me. They're going to hate us, Safira. It's going to be nuts. Happy holidays, you guys. I finally am in the spirit. Finally. It took till December 12th, but I'm feeling it. How are you guys feeling? Ready for the holidays?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if you want me to jump in. We all kind of know that, and I talked about this before, that we're not big celebrators. So I wouldn't say I'm a Grinch or a Scrooge, but not a holiday person. I'm so sorry, but
And you get to celebrate more than the rest of us. You get to do Hanukkah and Christmas right now, and you're going to be not into either?
And I don't do either. Correct.
Well, that's okay. It's still a gift-giving season.
It is a gift-giving season, and it's a season for showing gratitude, and it is a season for reflection, and so that I do.
I love it. Now, Nicole and Courtney, have you decorated?
Oh, yeah. My house has been decorated since November 15th. So, yes.
What about you, Courtney?
Yeah, no, we just decorated recently. I'm a big Halloween person, so honestly, I was hanging on to my Halloween/fall decor as long as I possibly could. But once it turned over to December, we swapped everything over. So yeah, looks good.
I'm so glad that I represent the there are no decorations in my house. There will be no decorations in my house, and I'm still a good person.
Yes, absolutely. And you don't have to cave to other people's bullshit.
I'm completely unapologetic about it. So all y'all out there that are like me, you have a kindred spirit in Safira.
Well, I will tell you, Thanksgiving was super late. Then I went to Miami. I got back. My husband went on a trip immediately when I got back. My teenage boys have never been interested in decorating for the holidays. They've made it very clear they'll schlep a box, but they don't want to help. And so yesterday I was like super grouchy yesterday morning. I did not sleep well the night before. I was like, I can't believe I even have to decorate, but I'm hosting Christmas and we still have a little kid that's involved. I am having my book club holiday gift exchange tonight. I felt this like requirement to do it. And I just stomped around the house like, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. And then I just like got the tree out and put it up. And then I just did the mantle. And then I just did. And okay, number one, it all took an hour and 20 minutes because I've done it a billion times. So I know exactly what I'm doing. And I was really happy when it was finished and it felt really pretty and the lights are all low and I was burning a candle that smells like pine because I have a fake tree. So then and by the end of it, I was like, oh, that's right. That's why
I like this. Yeah. And I do like coming over to houses that are decorated. Don't get me wrong. I will enjoy your decorations, Christine. Yeah. So you really did it for the both of us. Think about that.
That's right. That's right. Well, yeah. I thought that a fun thing to do today was I have a bunch of sorority sisters that I'm very close to that are on a text chain together. And recently they've been throwing gift ideas into our texts like, hey guys, I bought this for a bunch of people and it's really great. And it's been super helpful. And it's like made me aware of all sorts of things. And the price points have been all over the place. So it was like every possible price point you could imagine for men, for women. And I thought, why don't we all throw out some of our favorite gifts that we enjoy giving and give some people some fun ideas for gifts that they might not have thought of. And these could be for whomever your audience is that you guys want to talk about. So I asked everybody to prepare to come up with a list. So Courtney, why don't you kick us off with one of your favorite gifts to give?
Sure. So I have sort of two routes. I'll start with gifting for your girlfriends or closer friends. I'm always cautious with getting clothes and things just because you never quite know someone's preferences, or I don't want to offend anyone via sizes or things like that. So I try and stay away from clothes. So I generally turn my attention to makeup, skincare, things like that can be really fun to collect. So one of the places that I usually go to is this brand called Rouge, Rouge. It's a French brand, and they have a whole accessories section of their website consisting of really sort of French chic lipsticks and eye palettes and candles and socks and hair clips and like all these sorts of things that um, I think are unique because you don't stumble upon this store in the States. It's like a exclusively French brand. So that one I think is always exciting because it's a little bit unique. It feels special in that way because,
I love
everyone
that.
a Parisian feel. So that's my first one. And similar to that, I feel like everyone's obsessed with. Do you guys know Rhode Skincare, the
Oh,
Hailey
yeah.
Bieber brand? She has a peptide lip tint or treatment that people love, and that one's always like a really cute one just to throw in. It's like a little lip gloss that you can get tinted or not. So that's more for the girls.
I
If you're
love those.
yeah. So I feel like that's always a safe bet. And then if you're gifting to maybe like a family member or someone else that you're not as close with, actually this is a something that Chris and I got for an engagement gift, but Lydia Bastianich's brand, Italy.
Oh,
Uh,
yes.
yeah, they have these gift boxes of pastas and sauces and we were gifted it once and have since like taken that as inspiration. It was excellent. Everything that we got from the box was absolutely delicious. It made dinner super easy because the pasta was there, the sauce is there. Like it, we think about that gift like all the time. So Italy for, I would consider that more like parents, friends, that sort of thing.
Have you been to Italy in New York?
I've been to the one in Boston. My parents
Yeah.
used to live like right down the street, so we'd go all the time. Yeah.
There was recently a really funny thing on social media that I saw that there was some, oh God, I'll have to go back and find it, but it was like a talk show host asking this Italian chef where he likes to eat in the United States. And he kept responding with Italy. And the host kept saying, "Yes, I know you like to eat in Italy, but where do you prefer to eat when you're eating in the United States?"
Oh
And the
my God.
chef said Italy like 4 times.
Oh my gosh.
And
Fantastic.
it was so who's on first moment. It was great. But yeah, Italy's a great idea. These are awesome. And knowing that Safira is a Francophile, I love the idea of Rouge. That's got some hope for me there in getting a good gift.
Yeah,
I
check it
love
out.
it. Nicole, what do you have in your stocking of gifts?
Well, like this is something that I always give to someone who's like, I'm going to visit that is not from North Carolina. Like I've brought people from all over, like to Spain, my in-laws in Boston. North Carolina is known for their pottery, especially where my mom grew up. So I always get like one of the pottery wine cups that has the little thumb hole because that just makes it better.
Oh,
Um,
neat.
so that's just like anything from one of the local area potters is my go-to, just because like it's such a North Carolina thing, and
I
it's
love that.
you can really get like custom. Like I have a pie dish that we drove out and spent hours just going to all the local potters and stopping in their stores and picking out. Like, it's handmade. You can choose your colors. I think it's nice to give something that's like really kind of like location based.
I love
Um,
that.
especially when someone's like getting to know you and where you're
Yeah,
from. So, yeah.
very good. Any others you want to share?
Do you want me to do all of them? Because that was my first one.
Give me a second one and then
Okay.
we'll go through.
Well, Christine, you know this about me. Like, I like to give like experiences. So, like, a lot of the time, my family's really big into gifting an experience that we can like either do together or like someone can choose to do with a loved one. So, like, one of the things, like the cocktail subscription boxes where they come once a month and all you have to do is get the alcohol and it's something different every time. So, my parents will host like cocktail parties where everyone comes over and tries the ones that were in the box. And
I
sometimes
got this as a gift. This was a lot of fun.
we did, and they can go very well, or sometimes you're just like, who the hell thought of this? So it's
There
really
were a
fun to like,
few.
yeah,
Woof. Yeah.
it's fun to do with a group. And then like in that same note, one of my favorite things for people that are either going to visit Charleston or like local in Charleston in South Carolina is there's a cooking class with Chef Bob. And it's like a all-night experience where you make 3 courses. He teaches you how to do everything with your partner. It's only 10 people, so it's super fun to do with like a group of friends or family. There's wine the whole time, and you think like, oh, I'll be there for a couple hours. Like I don't think when mom and I did it the first time, I gave it to her for Christmas. I don't think we left till like 2 a.m.
Oh
Like
my gosh. It's
we
like
were
a
there.
party.
Yeah, it's so fun, and then now, ever since then, whenever we're like we made, duck that night, but she went back in with my stepdad and they did steaks, and so now
Ooh.
it's we only cook steaks that way because it changed, I think, his world the most of like, "Oh, I can cook a steak at home really well and not, cook it to death." So
I love that. Those are fun. I also really like experiences.
mhm.
And one of the ways that I found you can give experiences in like other cities or even other countries is there's two websites that I've used. One is Airbnb experiences. So a lot of people don't know that Airbnb has these experiences, which are fantastic when you're traveling. So it's like a local guide or a local restaurant or something like that that sets up an experience for you. I learned how to make a real French king cake in New Orleans. So not like the sticky, covered in the colored sprinkles kind of king cake that you see at the store, but like an actual French king cake with many layers of the dough and the almond paste and all of that. Um, and then there's another website called Get Your Guide, and it is also similar. And we use that all over Portugal when we traveled and did a bunch of things through that. So it's really fun. You can go in and you can find a pretty customized experience for your friend and in the city where they are. So some of them are fun, just like a photographer will go out and take pictures of you in front of cool landmarks. Or like you can get a tour of like the little places in Georgetown that you would never have known. Do you know there's a really famous painting on a wall in Georgetown of a wave that was done by a very famous, I believe, Japanese artist? Oj had friends that actually lived in the house that it's on the side of when they were in college, but had no idea. So we did a tour and got to learn that. So some fun things like that. I love the experiences. One of my other favorite gifts, this is something I actually gave Safira, and I tend to give this gift when I travel and stay with someone. So like they have me in their home. But I've given it a couple times in different contexts, but it's an jewelry artist named Talia Sari, and she makes jewelry that is location-based jewelry. So you can do necklaces, you can do rings, and it's like a beautiful and like gold or silver map of kind of honed in on a particular location. You can put a diamond where the location is, you can put a heart, you can do all sorts of things. So if somebody has a place that means a lot to them, it's kind of a neat thing, especially if you got to visit the place and it starts to mean something to you too. So those are two of my favorite gifts, kind of thinking outside of my giving socks and underwear, which is another big part of my with 3 men in my house.
I will say, Christine, that gift that you gave me that is basically the map of our house in Spain and Soya is my favorite gift. And every
Aw,
time I wear it, it is like I always talk about it. Do you know what this is? Do you know where this is? And
I
it
love
is
that.
like it is such a special gift. And I agree with you that especially when there is a location opportunity, it is really fantastic.
It
Fantastic
is.
gift.
It's fun.
Well, I think it's funny that I asked to go last, but and I promise audience, I didn't confer with anybody on this, but there are going to be some things going to sound like we conferred. So, Courtney, I actually have a French brand that I give as well. My approach of gift giving is like I kind of have this vanity thing where I believe that I've discovered things that like no one else has discovered and like they need to know about it. And so I'm always like, okay, they're going to love this because I love it. So there is this French brand called Nux,
Oh
Nuxe.
yeah.
Yeah. And they make a product called L'Huile Prodigieuse, and it's spelled L apostrophe Huile, and then prodigieuse is Prodieu. I'm going to say X, I think. Prodigious. So you have to Prodigeux, I think. And it's a dry oil. And every time I give the gift, everybody says to me, I'm going to use this for the rest of my life. And they have kind of one, you can use it summer or winter. It's got a really lovely fragrance. And then in the summer, or not just in the summer, they also have like kind of a shimmer that goes onto the oil. So like, for example, every
Ooh.
time if I do like a sleeveless top or something where my décolletage is open, I will do that at the very last minute. But the thing is, it doesn't get on your clothes, and it's super fantastic. And then the other thing I give that people don't think about is I give a weighted eye mask from Land
Mm.
of Nod, and it doesn't wrap around your head. You just kind of lay it on your eyes. And it was an accident that I found it, but now that I have it, first of all, I don't sleep without it, but everybody who gets one said, "How did I sleep without this?" Totally, totally love it. So, those are mine for, uh, kind of the gift giving, the giving world. The other thing I do, and it's location based, which is why I said, the location, it's why I said that Courtney, mine was a French thing, and the location
Yep.
based, Nicole, is, in Spain, we have these, and I know this is kind of unfair for the audience, but I think you could probably look on Etsy. Is one of the things that most people keep on their countertop is olive oil. And
Mm.
they have these really beautiful kind of glass olive oil holders. And I always think it's so pretty because, um, one, people cook with it and it's always on the counter. And it's just something really pretty to have next to where your salt and your pepper is. And so that's always been a big, success for people, even if they don't cook, not big cooks, because usually folks will have some sort of oil on the top of on their countertop. So those are my,
Mine my olive oil thing, the little metal thing on the top just broke, so I need a new one, so I'm gonna go look for a really
I love
pretty
this.
Spain yeah.
If it goes in my kitchen, then like I'm happy. That's something, if you know me, you know that about me. So
I
And I
have
will second the, body oil. I have it upstairs in my cabinet.
the nukes,
Yeah,
you know it.
oh yeah, same exact thing as you. I use the sparkly one in the summer. Right now, I just have the normal oil one upstairs. And, I mean, it smells amazing. I think by now you can get it off Amazon, like, it's become
Yeah.
so popular, but it really is, like, I always put it on before perfume, and I make sure to get it on my neck, so that way, like, between that and the perfume, I hope that I smell really nice, so
I
Yeah, no,
love that.
it's great. It's
good
great.
stuff, yeah.
I can't wear perfume, I get, like, really I get headaches from the smell, so I like very subtle smells, so it sounds like
You
this
might
might
like it.
be the
Yeah.
good thing for me.
Yeah.
I was gonna jump on the weighted eye mask. I recently got my sister the Therabody smart goggles, and they are so they're by the company that does the Theragun. They go on your face and they work with an app and they do compression, massage, and warm heating along with sound. And you can do it for sleep, for relaxation. And I liked hers so much that I bought myself some on Black Friday and I got a great deal. So I have the first generation. There is a second generation, but I was like, I'm going for the cheap on this one. And it tracks your heart rate while you're doing it and how much your heart rate goes down while you're doing it. And as I've talked to you all about my lovely perimenopause, sleeping has become one of my biggest challenges is falling asleep. And last night I did a 22-minute seeking sleep um, session with it. And I was asleep by 10:30 last night, which is the earliest I have fallen asleep in a long time. So I'm going to bed sometimes at 10 and not falling asleep till almost 11:30 midnight. And this was like I was asleep and I got a decent sleep rating. So I think it's going to become part of so if you get it with a decent deal, you can get it for about $100. It's upwards of I think 200, 250 otherwise. But if you're looking for something in that price point, it's an amazing de-stressor. Really can't suggest it enough. So I've loved that. Um, all right, I have one more for you guys. This was a shout out. This is a shout out to my sorority sisters and their great ideas. But my friend Melissa had recommended the Chappy Wrap blanket. It's from Tuckernuck, which I love Tuckernuck. And she's been giving them as gifts, and she said people just love them, and they look so luxe, and they're just really pretty, and the patterns are gorgeous. So I wanted to
Will you
throw
say it
that.
again? It's a funny name. Say it again.
Yeah, Chappy, so like Chappy, wrap, WRAP,
Okay.
Chappy Wrap, and it's Tuckernuck, so you guys might be familiar with Tuckernuck. They have great dresses and clothes. There's actually a Tuckernuck store in Georgetown. I don't know if they have the blankets, but that is sort of a fun gift that, again, no worrying about sizes or things like that. So I think you guys had a few more, and then we can get shopping because now I'm all excited to go check these websites. Any more?
I'd say I
Nicole, you
have
got one?
one more location-based one. Um, so there's a company in Charleston. I think your sister actually got something when we were down there from Brackish. It's like the jewelry accessory company where they use all feathers from different types of birds. There's no foul play in this.
Yes, she did.
Yes, and they have jewelry, they have belts, they have bow ties. It's just like such a unique piece, and they have the feathers are so well like preserved and the bright colors that it's just like it's so fun. And they always come out with new and different things, but they have both men and women. And then for any of the like Southern Charm Bravo watchers, Vanita is one of their models.
Oh,
So
yes.
I see her in their ads, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's just a really cool, like, something different.
Her bracelet was gorgeous. It's really pretty, the one my
They're
sister
so
got.
pretty. Yeah, I highly
Would you
recommend.
send me that website? Because I need to get something for my granddaughter, and I think she would love
Of
that. She's
course.
super nature. Yeah, yeah.
I will send it to you right
Um, you all being Jewish, I'm super practical. And so, and for teenagers, I'm like, always thinking about like, what do they, especially like now that I've got an 18-year-old, like what is kind of a pre-college. So there are two things I give. Well, actually, there's one thing I give almost every college graduate, or excuse me, high school graduate going to college. Um, and then there's something I actually give folks, and I know this is like not a wedding thing, but these are things that I think people do not buy for themselves. They don't put on their on their registry, but I'm just going to mention. Actually, I'm going to throw a third one on there because I think it's just so amazing. The first is a really nice kettle.
Mm.
So people don't think about what you use a kettle for, but you all the particularly in a dorm room, or but even like my friends that come over to my house and I'm like, yeah, just use the electric kettle. They're like, wow, I don't have an electric kettle on my counter. But when you do have an electric kettle on your counter, especially if it's beautiful, you use it for everything. So that's like a nice kind of gadget gift. I also give
Yeah.
the so this is something I give to like if like really close family friends children is a Jiffy steamer. So when you go into the store and they like have the standing steamers, those
Yes.
are like and they're more expensive. They're probably in the 200 plus range, but they're really really nice and they're so effective. And then if I really want to be in somebody's life forever, I give them, and they're younger, or I mean, a newlywed that may not realize this because they didn't know to put this on their registry. Anything from Le Creuset.
Oh, yes.
So yeah, so I have a Le Creuset pot that I've had since 1988, and we did my son's birthday party. We did it big, kind of like we had a chef here, and he cooked, and we used these Le Creusets, and the one we used from 1988 looks brand new, and so I know they're expensive, but literally, and I say this because this morning my husband and I were drinking coffee out of two mugs that we have had since I was in high school. It's the oldest thing we have. Like they're high school graduation gifts. But if there's something that's really meaningful, the people that you love are going to have them forever. And in 30 years, you're like, you gave this to me 30 years ago. And so I like things that like stand the test of time. And a Le Creuset pot is, I mean, you can use it as a weapon because it's so goddamn
Yeah.
strong. You cannot ruin it. And it will be in your friend's life for as long as they are living, period.
Okay, so tell me this. I used to see Le Creuset pots occasionally at Tuesday morning, which I think Tuesday
Yeah,
morning is gone.
yeah,
But I was
yeah,
like, I bought mine there. I was like, is it a
yeah.
knockoff?
No, 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 no. They don't do Le Creuset knockoffs. There isn't Le Creuset
Yeah.
outlet out in Leesburg, but no, I mean, if you can get it on sale and on special, and you want the really heavy ones, they've got a kind of
Yes.
but you want the cast. I don't know if it's cast iron, but it's like it's the ones. If it is not heavy, do not get it. But no, no, it is absolutely, and that's the only pots we use, but or pans we use, but they're so substantial.
They're great. Well, I've got this whole roundup down, so we will make sure we put this out with some good links and visuals on social so everybody can shop away. But now I'm super excited. I got to go shop, guys. I'm sorry. I'm out of here. I'm already ready to buy. I love your ideas. Thank you. I need to crowdsource more often. So happy holidays and happy gift giving, everyone.